Hey there, Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with energy to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. Today we are going to talk about the energy of the Sun in Gemini and how will that affect you. For you, it's falling in your 9th house. That's long distance travel. Got a lot of that going on. It's higher learning. It's communication with spirit. It's research. It's really getting some big information being brought to you. So I did channel a message, but this week it was weird. I started channeling, but then I started writing, and so mostly it's a vision followed by a lot of automatic writing. So for you, I saw a kickball game in my yard when I was growing up, and by the way, I loved it. It was my favorite thing to do, and there was the energy of the competition, right? The summertime fun, childhood play energy to it. So I started writing about your inner child. It says, Venus is in Gemini, and so Venus in Gemini will be ticking off some of that fun, playful energy, right? And so it's chatty, it's very supportive energy, healthy competition, doing something that you really love to do will be going on here. Your overall energy for the month, we got the home. So this is having fun around the home, maybe playing with your children. So the inner child. So what did I write here? Just a reminder. Hey, heads up. Okay, so it's very competitive in my childhood growing up playing kickball. I mean, we took that stuff seriously, and we whipped that ball really hard at each other. So heads up, pay attention if you are in some kind of a situation where there's some kind of competition going on. Be on the lookout for people lobbing a kickball at your head. So, just kind of pay attention to the details of what's going on around you. Asking for divine protection might be a really good thing. And then I also wrote, the inner child needs love and attention. It doesn't always receive it in the early years of your life. So remember, you designed your life. There was a reason that it was set up this way. You came here to learn lessons, and one of the lessons is learning how to love and nurture and heal your inner child from lifetimes of wounds. And so this is something that you could be really working on. The other thing is that you could be working to learn how to fill up your own cup of happiness, how to have fun with yourself. So if you haven't been having a good time lately, go figure out how to do it. Get out in nature, do something active, ride your bike, go for a walk, do Zoom meetings with friends, find some way to bring the joy and the entertainment back into your life to help rebalance your life, right? To get everything into a nice balanced order. And then I heard as I was writing, you are divine. So remember that you are the divine. You create your life. So there's a lot going on with you. I could see that already. This is past, present, future, thoughts, feelings, actions. This is the key to the situation and your overall energy. It's something that's going on around your home. So lots going on. Let's get into it because in your heart space, we have this confusion of the clouds. So one thing in the clouds is also about being up in your thoughts, and being up in your thoughts in the heart space is not how that works. The heart space is for feeling what feels right, and so if there's a lot of confusion there, it might be because you're trying to air sign. You're trying to analyze it when you should be trying to feel into it. What feels good? Remember, Venus in Mercury asks you what feels good. So when you're trying to sort out a situation, trying to figure out what's fun, what's joyful, what's playful, well, it's what feels right. It doesn't have to look good on paper. It has to feel right in the heart chakra. Okay, so here you are in the recent past, very cleverly trying to get some information, trying to solve a problem, trying to figure out how you can put yourself in the best possible position, the best possible light. How do I creatively problem solve this situation using my wits and my intellect, Maybe you should be looking at what's in your heart. So here we go. So we go from the fox to the dog. But the dog is in the house of transformation. The dog is about love and loyalty and kindness and being supportive and asking your friends to be there and being there for your friends. And it is about being in touch with your heart space. So the way you're going to transform the situation, whatever it is that's going on around your home situation, is to be in your heart. Be in your heart. Be the kind of friend that you want someone to have, right? The kind of friend you want to have, be that for other people. Because you are, here's the research card. It's the book. The book is over here in the abundance of trying to create financial abundance. But the thing is that here the book is open. A lot of the Norman decks, the book is closed, and so it's all about secrets. This is about doing the research. This is about writing the story. This is also about sometimes looking back at your past stories and your history and how you manage things and how you handle things and what were the lessons in there, right? So being in touch with the divine and trying to figure it out. This one's also really interesting. I don't think you could see it, but there's a whole bunch of planetary symbols up there at the top. So it's also about the cycles and of the planets and what they're doing and the cycles of our life and how they affect us. In the recent past, you've been very anxious about some kind of a decision you're trying to make because you're at the crossroads in your heart space. So trying to solve it when it's in the heart is rarely the best way to go. And here we go. In the future, this is lovely. Once you do your research, once you start figuring out, what your stories are, this is what's happened in the past. Where did that get me? But not by analyzing it so much to death with your head, but more like in your heart and healing and releasing and letting go. You start creating a sense of stability in the heart space, which is really nice. So the obstacle here, we have the clover in the department of obstacles, which tells me there's no obstacle. Good luck is not an obstacle. Maybe recognizing it, maybe seeing that you are safe and you are divinely guided, or maybe understanding. So this is the story of Thumbelina. And Thumbelina did what she needed to do to take care of herself. She created her own good luck. And so maybe the obstacle here is that you haven't been trying to create your own good luck through positive thoughts and affirmations. And I know some people think that doesn't work, but trust me when I tell you, if you haven't honestly tried it, then you don't know. The people who use it really get it. So the words you speak totally create and manifest what your life is. And so using your ability to create your own good luck. My son has Libra strong in his chart, and whenever I need to pick the numbers for, like the lotto or how many jelly beans are in that, whatever it is, I always ask him because he's just really good. He creates his own really good luck. So you can create your own good luck, and then we always win, and I like it. Okay, so action right now is moving forward. It is time to move forward. It came in the reverse, which means move forward, but I like things in the upright. Okay, so moving forward. You are moving forward. This is a big adventure, a new opportunity. You are creating your own luck. You're creating stability. You're writing your next chapter. It starts with being your own best friend. And also, it has to do with using your heart to solve problems instead of your head. Oh, and then you have the garden for the outcome. So nice. So the garden card is about the story of a giant that had this garden that was always in winter. It was always frosted over and it was wintry, and he had a big wall around it, and he didn't want anyone, don't trespass, you can't come into my garden, and this little girl's like, ooh, I want to go over the wall and see what's in there. So she creeps over the wall and she encourages her brothers to come over the wall, and the kids are over there and they're playing in the garden, and all of a sudden it's thaws, and then it's spring, and now the giant goes out and plays with the kids in his garden, and so it's about letting somebody into your heart. It's about maybe letting your inner child out to play in your heart. Maybe you have a lot of walls around your heart and you've been self-protecting, but it was a childhood game. It's about the kickball is a childhood game. It's about connecting with others and having fun. And this card is about connecting with others and having fun. And so find a way. I know we're pretty isolated right now, but there's a lot of ways to do it. So seek the fun and the enjoyment in your life. Seek the fun and the enjoyment in your life. You have the bluebird of happiness that showed up for you. You are being gifted with blessings of happiness and peace. Be the kind of friend that you want to have. And wow, how fun is that? You got the bluebird. I'm just a little jealous right now. I always want that card to come out for me. Oh, okay. So you have appreciate this moment. I'm going to deal another one out for you, but it says each and every situation has an opportunity to grow and find love. So if you're feeling all confused in the heart situation, just start connecting with people the way you can. Again, I want to encourage you to not be spending a lot of time, if you're looking for love, on those dating sites. They work if you go on a dating site for a couple of months to meet people, but as a lifestyle, it ends up being harder on your ego than it's beneficial. It causes more damage. Oh, and as I say that, you get the slow down card. When you are excited, you get ahead of yourselves. Take some time to allow things to unfold, and rest and relaxation is essential. Okay, so if you're really trying to push through something in your heart space, which is why you're feeling all confused, you're being asked to slow down and appreciate where you are. So if you're feeling like, oh, I really wish I had love in my life, and I say that because that's a thing that I hear from almost every freaking Libra I know, and I know a lot of you, and I love you to death. But pursuing that hard, what's going to be in the future, doesn't allow for you to enjoy where you are right now. So get in the game, watch your head, because if you're playing kickball with me, I am going to be throwing it at your head. I'm really nice, but not when I play a game. Appreciate the moments that you're in. Look for the people that you can enjoy now. Find the fun in the now moment. And when you do that, you will attract into your life what it is that you really want. But in the meantime, while the whole world's slowed down, it's a good time to pull into yourself. The 9th house is also that card of connecting with spirit through meditation. And so that is another reason, this rest and relaxing and sleeping and the slowing down that I'm looking at just makes me think that a little hermit time is also a good thing. And then you can open your heart to love. So how about letting love chase you instead of you chasing love, is what I just heard. Let love chase you instead of you chasing love. I have chills right now. That is beautiful. All right. So Libra, coming around the bend. It's coming around the bend. And it starts from you loving yourself and enjoying your life without being in a relationship, so that you have an enjoyable life to offer to somebody in a relationship. So let love chase you. Alright, let's get you the final card here for the month. I have this new deck. It's called Soul Truth. I really like it. It asks you a question for you to kind of think about, to contemplate. And since we're talking 9th house and connection with spirit, I'm hoping to give you a really good one to do a little homework with this month. When you have a chance to think about it, maybe journal on it. And this is tough. On whom am I placing the blame right now? That's victim mentality I just heard. Sorry, when I start itching like that, Spirit's busy. Hold on. Okay, this isn't for all of you. This is why you should always check out your sun, moon, and rising. But there are some of you right now that are feeling like, I should have known better, I would have known better, I could have known better, or how could they do that to me? I also heard that phrase, how could they do that to me? So, I'm always in the right place at the right time with the right opportunities and the right people. Life doesn't happen to me, it happens for me. It doesn't matter. Oh, gosh. Oh, I'm still working on this one myself on a couple of things, so hang in there with me. I'm going to tell you what they keep telling me, and I understand how hard it is to distill this into your way of working, okay? Like, I get it. Just had something come up this week that I was like, oh. So, deep breath, everybody. It is about we come here to learn lessons, and we're taught things, and they're not always easy lessons. And oh, it's not always easy. Those are the lessons that you came here to learn, though. The hard stuff, that's what you set yourself up for. So learning how to release the negative feelings to a situation. So I wish I could be more specific about my situation, because that would explain things, except that I'm still processing it, and I can't really, it's not just my story to tell. So sometimes when things happen to us and they really hurt us and they really wound us, and you're like, I don't understand, what did I do wrong? And the fact of the matter is you didn't do anything wrong. And honestly, the people, or whatever the situation is, they're not doing anything wrong either. And then most people go through life doing the best they can with whatever skills and tools they have in their container at that time. And part of that is learning how to accept that they don't know any better, but never doubting your own magnificence. Never doubting that you are a divine spark of God. Never doubting that you can create, even out of what seems like a really painful situation, something beautiful and magnificent, by deciding to do that. By deciding that I'm going to be the bluebird of happiness. By deciding that no matter what happened in that relationship, I'm not going to shut myself down and not let people in, but I'm going to open my heart to allow in a real love relationship. That I'm not going to push myself too hard, too fast. I need to slow down and allow myself to feel the pain, but I'm going to let it flow on through. I'm not going to bottle it up. I'm not going to stop it in there. I'm not going to keep my heart from being open to another opportunity just because this thing happened. I am going to allow myself to move forward. And I am going to wish them well, but they don't get to decide what my life is. That's what I decide for myself. So who are you placing blame on right now? Consider that there's no one to blame, but it was just lessons. And when we figure things out, then the gifts come forward with it, the blessings from the hard lessons. So, a person who blames others has not begun their lesson. A person who blames themselves has begun their lesson. A person who blames no one has finished their lesson. So, wow. Ooh, okay. A person who blames others has not begun their lesson. A person who blames themselves has begun their lesson. But to really ace that course, to figure it out, to really get it, to really get the gold star that you can put on the refrigerator, is when you realize there's nobody to blame. That is just a lesson. It's not about who's right or who's wrong. It's about learning. It's about being in a course. Life is a classroom, and it's about passing that exam because you learned that lesson. Okay. And I don't personally know anybody who has finished that lesson, and I certainly haven't myself. But I can tell you, I'm aware of it, and that makes me feel like, okay, there's hope for me. So I believe there's hope for you. Okay, so take responsibility on whom are you placing blame right now. Today, free yourself by releasing all victimhood, blame, and resistance. They don't belong where you are going. They don't belong where you are going. Only love and courage live here. Make a choice to do it, even if you don't feel ready. Listen to your heart, and you will be led. Fake it till you make it. Sometimes that's all you can do. So you go have some fun. I think you got kicked in the head with the kickball. That's what I think happened. Because I literally, when I was in your vision and we were playing kickball, I saw me diving headfirst into second base, which I did often. And then on the next one, I was running for third base, and I got beamed in the head, and it knocked me down. And this is something that actually happened to me. But I saw it, and I think you got beamed in the head and knocked down. And I got up and I finished the game. I don't remember if we won, But I just know I did because I'm not a quitter. So don't be a quitter. Don't quit on yourself. You deserve better than that. And there's no one to blame here. It was just a prearranged soul contract of a situation to teach you something important. So figuring out what it was you were supposed to learn is a start. Learning it is harder, but move in that direction, okay? Wow, this is a little deep today. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, I will be back in 2 weeks. No, I'll be back next week, and we will talk about the next 2 weeks of Gemini. There's a couple eclipses in there. Really great opportunity to really release some negative karma. So that's on June 5th. So between now and June 5th, really be thinking about what you're willing to release and let go of so you can just really push your life forward in the direction you want to go because you deserve it. You really do. All right, Libra. Deep breath, everybody. Put your feet on the floor. Inhale through the nose. Through the mouth. Do that 3 times anytime you feel that stress build up. And just keep playing the game of life. And whistle a happy tune. Okay? All right. We'll talk soon.